Welcome, mates. Welcome to Captain Perry's Adventures in Homestyle Cooking, and today we're making chicken cacciatore, hunter's chicken. So the first thing we're going to do here is we have a Belgian pot, our orange pot. We put some garlic in cold oil. We're going to heat this up, and we're going to start getting to work. Our ingredients are, we have 12 chicken thighs on the bone. We have chicken livers. We have about 3 onions diced, canned tomatoes, a little hot pepper if you want it. We have rosemary, parsley, black pepper, salt, and olive oil. So we're going to heat this oil up and start getting this garlic going, and then we're going to start browning the chicken. We'll see in just a little bit. Okay, so here we go. We browned our garlic and took it out as we always do, and now we have this hot garlic infused oil. I'm going to stand back and start browning this chicken. And you remember, when you're browning something, don't crowd the pot. If you crowd the pot, you're going to slow down the process because you're reducing the temperature, and the browning process won't take place properly. So right now we're just going to put 4 of the 12 breasts in here, and we're going to do the browning thing. Don't want to rush it, so we're going to go ahead with that. Now what am I doing? I'm just putting it in here. In a couple of minutes I'll turn it over, I'll turn it around, I'll make sure it's browned in all respects, and put the next batch in. It's as simple as that, nothing hard about it. So when this is finished, we'll be right back with you. Okay, so we're back, and we took our time browning here. And you can see here that on this side we have this little bit of caramelization, and we got some of these caramelized ends on the bone, so that's what we're looking for. So we're going to take these out, and this oil, by the way, let me turn this heat off. This oil is really delicious, but it's full of chicken fat now. Now, some people would use this, and I've done that. It's obviously a heart attack in the making, but it's really delicious, but it's just too much. So we're not going to get rid of this oil. We're going to use some of it, but we're going to decant this now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use fresh olive oil, and then we're going to start cooking our onions and other ingredients for the sauce for this wonderful, wonderful chicken cacciatore. Okay, so we're back, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to brown these onions. And what I did was I put a little bit of oil in this, a little bit of olive oil, just not covering the whole bottom of the pan. And this is the oil here that I reserved from the browning of the chicken. And I want to get some of that flavor back in here, but as I said, I don't want to clog your arteries either. So we're going to brown these up. We're going to do more than just translucent. We're going to make them brown. We had a little bit of a treat in the meantime. The skin on the bottom of the pan, which we left, tried to scrape most of it out, but we also left some of it in. Freddie tells me in Mexico that's called chicharron, and that was delicious. So the fried skin, absolutely great. So it's a byproduct of this great dish that we're going to make. All right, so we'll brown these up, and we'll get back to you in just a few minutes. Okay, so here we go. The next thing we're going to do, we've got a pound of chicken livers. We're going to put them in, and I'm going to put rosemary in. Now rosemary here, I love rosemary, but she is a powerful herb here. So you don't want to use too much, but it really enhances a meat dish. Yeah. But I had this down to a science. I do. Watch. There you go. Wow. A little rosemary. Now what the hell? It's only us eating it. There you go. All right. Stir that. Mash these livers up. And cook this for just a few minutes. And then we're almost done, at least for this stage. So we'll be back in just a minute. We'll be right back. All right, so take a look at this. This was just about less than 2 minutes in here. We just cooked up a little bit of that rosemary and the chicken livers, and now look how brown everything is. It's the way it's supposed to look, and we're going to add now our crushed tomatoes. Some would use less. I'm going to use a little more because I plan to make pasta with this dish. Now there's other ways to make this, but in the sense of the volume or the amount of materials or ingredients, I should say, especially the tomatoes. However, because I'm going to make pasta with it, as I said, I need to have a little bit more volume in the gravy. So what I'm going to do now is add a little bit of salt to this. Remember, this is a matter of taste and preference. I don't want to put too much. And I'm going to add black pepper, at least initially. And I'm going to just put a little bit of parsley in here. Touch of that, maybe a little bit more. Here. Put that in. Get a little bit of that parsley kick. And we're going to let this cook a little bit. Now I'll tell you what my objective is. Obviously these tomatoes are raw right now. I'm going to cook them just long enough to determine that they have cooked somewhat by taste. And then we're going to add our brown chicken to this, and the dish is essentially done. What you're doing is you're putting the chicken in there with all its goodness emanating from its fat, and that will infuse the entire sauce. It has a very distinctive taste when it's cooked properly. It's just absolutely unusual because there's no other taste like it, and as far as this kind of sauce is concerned, and we're going to just cook it until that chicken is done. You never want to overcook chicken, never. So in just a few minutes we'll be back. We'll add the chicken and then we'll let it cook until the chicken is finished. Okay folks, so now our sauce is now simmered for just about a half hour, and now we're going to add the brown chicken. And as I said, we're going to come back and try this. Probably in about 20 minutes I'll come back and I'll take my first little cut and try it, because that's the only way I know how to do it right now. I guess you could put a thermometer in it if you were a pro, but it's fun just to taste it. So that's what we're going to do. And so I can't tell you precisely how much longer this is going to cook. I can only tell you that when it's right, I'm taking it out. And we're also going to serve this with a little pasta. You can serve it with anything, obviously, vegetables, pasta, whatever. But and as you can see, we have a nice volume of sauce here, but as I said, you can make this dish without thinking about putting it over rice or pasta or whatever, and you could make it, it would actually be quicker. You're just going to refine the steps that I already showed you, but you can make it a lot faster, and you're going to have a good end result. So we'll be back in probably, well, for you it'll be just a second. See you soon. Okay, so where we are is that we have been cooking this just for about an hour now. At a half hour we tested the chicken. It was still a little bit red, and I tested it again just a few minutes ago, but so it's just about done. And then we're going to have our pasta, and serve it and present it to you. But I got to tell you, this is not a political show, but Freddie, one of my cameramen, asked me if he could make a mixed drink between takes, and I said sure. And I said, what's your drink of choice? He said Jack and Daniels. I said, why? He goes, yeah, when I was in the military I used to drink Jack and Daniels. So all I want to tell you is it's not a political show, but he's a prime example why we don't want Mexicans in our army. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, mates, we're done. So let's serve this up. This cooked just about, I would say, about an hour and 10 minutes. And what we're going to do is we made, in your absence, we made some little mini wheels. Because that's what Freddie wanted. He went in my pasta cabinet and he liked the mini wheels. It reminded him of home when he had his little cart with the donkey pulling it for him. That's how I used to take the girls out on dates. And we're just going to take 2 nice pieces for Fredo over there. Maybe, I don't know, I'm no artist, but how's that look? We'll crisscross them. How's that? Huh? And there you have it. You have chicken cacciatore. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. We have to do one more thing. We need some of this wonderful sauce. See, it's a real show. I make mistakes. What do you want from me? Freddie, is that all right with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Does that look good? Huh? Yeah, you clean the dish for the camera. There you go. There you have it. Chicken cacciatore a la Captain Perry. Listen, we'll see you next time. We'll cook something really great for you, but please, subscribe to our Captain Perry show on YouTube, and please share it with your friends. We'd like to grow our ratings and have an incentive to stay around a lot longer for you. See you soon. Happy sailing.